Welcome back to Golf Quest, everyone. In a recent video, I was showing you my club distances and got lots of good feedback, lots of comments. Love it, keep it coming. One of the comments and feedback was from Paul, and Paul suggested that I use the built-in Wedge Matrix feature of the Skytrak app to help me dial in those wedge distances. So this is a process I've done before, but I haven't done it recently, and I thought it would be a good practice to go through it again, get some updated numbers, and take you guys along for the ride at the same time. So in the Skytrak app, if you click on Game Improvement and then you see Wedge Matrix, you go ahead and click on that. You get this welcome screen and it says, similar to the clock drill, you will use 4 different swing lengths for each club in this exercise: pitch, half swing, 3/4 swing, and full swings. And when finished, you can use the matrix out on the course to help you choose the best club and swing length combination for any given shot. So essentially we're building a matrix to say, okay, if I'm in, say, a 70-yard shot, what's the best type of shot? Is it a half pitching wedge? Is it a 3/4 sand wedge? That kind of thing. So you're gathering information to really dial in those distances. Now, of course, you can do this without the Skytrak app, but it's sure helpful to have a powerful app like this. Once you hit begin, it's just gonna ask you for a quick setup, ask you for the clubs, the number of times you're gonna hit each. I'm gonna make sure that if I hit a really poor shot that's inconsistent with the rest, that I kind of take that one off, just so the data is fairly accurate. Now, one thing with this process is really it's kind of subjective what a quarter, a half swing, a 3/4 swing is, and a full swing. And I think the important thing is, though, is whatever you do personally, that you are able to maintain some consistency. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to maintain the consistency I really need in terms of swing speed and the exact far distance back the club is going to go. I'm going to try my best, but I'll probably vary a little bit as well, so I have to keep that in mind. When I do a quarter pitch shot, I'm gonna think about my hands going just past my back thigh. When I do a half swing, I'm thinking about taking the club back to the shaft is about parallel to the ground and then swinging through. 3/4 swing, I'm thinking about pointing the club to the sky and then swinging through. And then my full swing, of course, is just my normal swing. So we'll see how consistent I can be, and we'll see what kind of numbers I can put up on my wedge matrix. Let's get started. Really quick, if you're new to the channel or checking us out for the first time, or maybe you're returning and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, sure, appreciate it if you consider doing that. Hit the like button, it really helps with the algorithm, get that video out there, and helps us produce more content for you. right, so there we have it. So let's take a look at some of the data. They give it to you in two tables. One is carry distances, and then the other one is total, which of course on the Skytrak is you take it or leave it. So overall, I'm actually pretty happy with the way these are dispersed. I mean, I have the half swing of the sand wedge and the half swing of the gap wedge are pretty similar, so I guess that's just preference. But if I look at the 3/4 swings of the lob wedge, the sand wedge, the gap wedge or my A wedge, and the pitching wedge, I've got nice dispersion there, which I like. The gapping in the full swings maybe isn't great, but not bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and print this table off. I'm gonna put it up and just refer to it until it's in my memory. And maybe in a few more months, I'll do this again just to see if the numbers have changed at all. Now, some other interesting data here is the dispersion of each of these, which of course, you're not just looking at distance, you're also probably wanting to look at accuracy as well. So it tells you the average carry on here, but it also tells you the offline tendency, whether you miss to the left or you miss to the right. So by looking at this data, you're figuring out not only how far you hit it, but also how accurately you hit each club with each situation. So a really useful tool. I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave a comment below, hit like, and again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I would sure appreciate it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time on Golf Quest.